Alright, hello and welcome. Why is it not saying that I have desktop audio? Still nothing, huh? So I'm not sure why it's not picking up audio. Because, I mean, I can hear audio. But I don't know why it's not playing audio. Anyway. Right, so we're not going to be working on this guy today. We're actually going to be working on the letter S. Where did I put my compass? There it is. I think this side. A little smaller. Maybe like this big. I'm not quite sure why it's going over. I also need to figure out how I can stop. So all my text is all messed up. Like in a way that's difficult to describe. So here we go. Well, I can't actually... no, I can pull this over to here. And then I turn this to this. And you can see how, like, it looks kind of wrong, right? Like, that doesn't look how text should look. You know, this is pretty readable, but this is almost unreadable on stream. Now, I don't know if previous texts have been readable or not on stream, but it's just the wrong resolution or something. I don't know. But so far, the only way I've figured out how to fix it is by resetting my computer. And I just haven't gotten around to that yet. I'm also still pretty sure that you're not getting any audio, but there's also nobody here to watch it, so. Alright, anyway. This is still a little too large. Or I'm like putting this in the wrong spot. Oh yeah, okay, so that's too small. What about you? Ah yeah, okay, so you're the right spot. Because I want the tip of the S to come like all the way over to there. But yes, for anyone that was not on the Friday stream, the marathon stream went well. There was a few technical difficulties at the start. Part of it I've been talking about currently. How? What? Brain, what did we do right there? So now let's So now we've got this S right here. So my thought is, so this is going to be obviously, maybe not obviously, it's obvious to me because I thought it. But so this S is going to be, that I'm working on is this S. I've changed my mind. I'm thinking, take the Phoenix, put it into the S up here, make it nice big, have a place for the wings and everything. So it's going to be in this S, which means I need to figure out how to give it a little bird body. So that's why it comes out here. So here's the body. So then the tail is going to be all this stuff. And I still have a place for where wings would make sense to come out of. this to come a little more. Where's my clear ruler again? You'd probably make a stream drinking card bingo game. Every time I ask where my ruler is, every time I say it couldn't have gone that far, everything is within arm's reach. But they are still true statements. How's it going? It can't have gone that far, and it does need to be within arm's reach. I just don't remember. You know, oh, that doesn't have a ruler on it. But it also, I guess let's just make a straight line with it. And just use the regular ruler. So how's your Sunday going? Mine started 30 minutes ago when I woke up. I think I made that twice as big as I intended to. I don't think so. It just made me very tired, and then I had to go to work Saturday, so I got home and then basically laid down, and it was 5:30. I'm like, oh, okay. I did very nearly call off. And then I'm like, there's supposed to be a truck. There was supposed to be a truck last night, so I was like, I can't call off. That'd be a dick move. And then in the end, it was like half a truck. So I was like, I could have called out. There wasn't that much to do. Anyway, so this is getting probably a little too detailed into this guy. Yeah? Like maybe this halfway point. Ah. So there's one confirmed case at Home Depot, but they're pretty sure that they didn't have any. It didn't come from the store because the that person lives with a excuse me, a nurse. But they did give us more Subway gift cards. Oh man, speaking of Subway gift cards, so Subway's online website is awful. I don't think I've had a more frustrating attempt to try and order a sandwich in my entire life. But, like, how is it so bad? It took me 30 minutes to order the sandwich because the order kept crashing. Well, for one, so it was a $10 gift card. And so if you get a footlong and make it a meal. Hey, how's it going, Derry? I'm still tired from the stream. You are an insane person for then back-to-backing and re-watching the marathon, dude. Again, you're a bad man. A mad man. A man that is mad. But yeah, so Subway's, so they're like trying to order online. So it's a $10 gift card. A footlong making it a meal is $10.74. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll use up the whole gift card. And then I only need to pay 74 cents for my meal. Oh, excuse me. Extremely dry throat. So I put in the gift card information. It says, okay, you still need to tell us how you're going to pay for this last 74 cents. So I put my credit card information. Transaction denied. So no credit card is willing to. They're not. Either Subway or the credit card is not willing to do a 74-cent transaction. So I couldn't do that. I tried, like 2 or 3 times. Goodness gracious. All right. A little bit better, maybe? Kind of. So I tried a couple of times, and I tried my debit card, and that didn't work either. So I was like, okay, fine, crap. So I go and undo it. Yeah. I go and undo make it a meal. I'm like, fine. I don't really care about chips and a overpriced soda. I can buy that. I can buy chips and soda on myself. So I go back, remove the meal option, and then because it's screwed up so many times, it's like, oh, well, we won't have your sandwich available by then. You need to start over. I'm like, what the hell do you mean I have to start over? So then I was like, fine. So I had to start over, and then it's just kept saying, oh, there's an error with your cart. One of your items has expired. except that there's the only item in there is the sandwich that I just made, so I just kept like trying to refresh the page until like 20 minutes in. I just got so frustrated. I'm like, you know what? I don't even care anymore. I don't want this sandwich. And so I just closed it. I never got an email or I never got a confirmation from the page that my order went in or anything. But then I looked in my email inbox and it said, "Hey, your order will be ready in 15 minutes or something." I'm like, your site is awful. Just terribly bad. So then I gave my mother the other Subway gift card that I had because it was just so frustrating that I'm like, I don't even care. So seeing something like this fill in the belly. Feet would come off here. Sounds productive. I'm mainly just trying to sketch out some ideas for the letter. The letter S. Oh, gotta sneeze again. I'm looking forward to whatever my next day off is. I'm just gonna sleep through the whole thing, I think. Pretty sure it's Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. My sanity is fine. I'm just tired. Like, when I was at work last night, I just kept myself, like, staring off into space. I'd be doing something, and then I'd realize I've just been standing there holding a box for, like, a minute and a half. I'd be like, right. Work stuff. Well, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. How much have you slept in the last week? I mean, I'm not sure when your day ends exactly, but theoretically, there's still time. Now, I'm not a doctor, nor do I have one of those fancy medical licenses. But that does seem like not enough sleep. Or should I say it like I'm from the South? Now, I'm not one of them fancy city doctors. Oh, hey, second question. Do you hear background music? Is that playing for you? So, I don't know why it's not detecting it. It should. Ah, not that. Properties. Because, like, it doesn't... Nope. And I'm leery about turning it off default. Because that's probably just going to cause issues the next time. And then it'll just be something that I have to chase forever. Where is my audio coming from? Alright, well, I don't actually know what happened. Probably because that would screw up the YouTube stuff. Because YouTube and Twitch have vastly differing agreements on what is royalty-free music. The hell? Like a scab. Gross. Oh, you know, it's a question that I haven't looked up yet. How many copyright warnings do you think I got for the marathon? How many times were copyrighted? Do you think copyrighted music came up that I didn't realize? I'm gonna say 3. one. Oh, it was 3. Well, no, these aren't actually... Nope, these are from the draw. I don't even know, like... This is... Song Tradar. But they're still from drawing streams, not, Anyway, it's extremely... I don't know. It's very annoying. Alright, so... Is the right one? No. Let's put a little ink on this, make the S pop out. But this is mostly practice for putting this into Inkscape. Because if I've drawn the idea, it'll take me much less time to implement it on Inkscape in a good way. Usually is the case. I mean, I do try and get like 6 hours a night. Today was a 10 hours sleep. Yes. I would agree with that. we can play with the alignment more. Or maybe no feet. I suppose he doesn't really have legs when he in bird form. So there you go. Got a nice, very visual S. Hey, it's a talent for sure. I could never make stuff in Terraria like look real good. And I wouldn't say I'm good at drawing art. I'm good at drawing in a specific way, but this is the closest to drawing a thing that looks like another thing that I've done in a while. Yeah, sure. You can post. So you should be able to just post the screenshots in Works in Progress. I also think I toned down Nightbot from being quite so happy on the timeouts. So hopefully, Blue, you don't get Now, here's a very Celtic idea. All these panels. So did it work? Were you able to post the screenshot? Also, Dare, I just saw your Discord message. Again, I reiterate, you are a madman. A man that is mad. Let's erase some of this. We can get a nicer picture. I mean, that's a very poorly drawn head, but that's fine. Nowhere near the final step anyway, so. Hey, there we go. Oh, very cool. Very cool indeed. I need this one. Yep, they showed up correctly. You didn't get, Nightbot didn't get mad at you. would if we did. Let's keep it the same, do it this way. Yeah, something like that. Well, I mean, it's meant to be the letter S, and that would make more sense if you saw the rest of the letters. If you could see the rest of it. It's for the this design. So this is going to be the big S for stream. But, you know, Swan also works. Though I suppose I am more trying to do it like this guy here. That's... We'll make it look more like that a different time. Oh, and then I realized I did my timing wrong anyway. Or I did my counting wrong anyway and end up with these guys here. Ah, I know. I see where I screwed up. Okay, well, whatever. I was trained in an engineer. Yeah, I mean, there definitely could be an M in the future. Alright. Let's try this again. Also, let's maybe space them out a little more evenly. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. That's a great number. This needed to go for 2, and then here. Then we got a little 2x3 space in here. Which I don't remember. Is that gonna cause problems? All right. 1, 2, 1, 2. On its own, it doesn't, because if something comes in here, comes out there, so whatever comes out there has to come through back here. So this doesn't have a loop inside of it. So it's good setup. I've swapped that guy. I'd believe it. I played Terraria before. Building things that look good take a long time. Okay, there we go. I think we are gonna also regrid this section as well. Actually, I think for this guy, let's do 2. I think that's going to make it a little more coherent down here. 6, huh? 2, 3, 1, 2. Under, over. Good, continuous. This? Yeah. More practice sheets at the end of everything. Hold on to anything. Gets very dense text. Part of the reason why I've been trying to figure out a better way for the name blocks, or the letter blocks, to work. I feel they're too informationally dense, and they're taking up too much space. Well, I mean, it looks really good. What Blue posted already. So I'm sure it will continue to evolve into goodness. Though I suppose, if for whatever reason my audio isn't outputting, I can listen to something different. Of course, I'm going to switch over to Spotify and it's going to immediately start working. No one's hearing any Tool come through the stream. Goodness gracious. Alright, cool. I can finally listen to all of Tool again. So I finished Undertow, and now I'm on Enema, or Anima. Currently 46 and 2. Now, see, the thing is, I've actually listened to many of these songs. No, so that's at this point, that was the point. Because it's not outputting audio, I can put on copyrighted music and listen to it myself. It's just I couldn't have told you the name of most songs that weren't on Fear Inoculum, or what their name was, or what album they came on. But like Stinkfist, 46 and 2, H. I think 10,000 Days is Dan's favorite album, so I've probably heard most of them. It was all right. I thought the album, or the eponymous single Undertow, probably the best song on that album. But is it the best song because it's the best song, or is it because after you've listened up to that point, like I mean, it's like an Undertow. It's, you know, so he's played all these different songs up to that point, and then Undertow is like hearing them all, but in reverse, pull you backwards. Hey, you don't know. I'm your mate's secret brother that he didn't even know he had. Is he a big Tool fan? Your friend? I mean, the thing is, we're all brothers, right? So I don't think Michael's online right now, but this is probably a design that he enjoys he would like the most that I make. It's the most traditionally Celtic design I think I've ever done. I mean, Hulk Hogan he was right about it. He called everyone his brother. That sounds like a great use of time. But I'll pull up what I mean by it's a very traditional Celtic design. So if you're a Celtic artist, it's required. You need a book of Kells at some point. But well, we're not going quite as insane as the key row page here, but yeah, we're more like this guy down here. Letter P. I think that's a letter P. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, stuff like this. I thought there was a big letter S. This is a T. Markov. Getting eaten by a dragon. I was really certain there was a big S. Yeah, but it could also be a Greek letter. Whatever. But yeah, so that's sort of where we're going with these ideas. So do you ever get the idea that James Maynard Keaton likes to make fun of his fans with his music? Not all of his fans, but the ones that take it very extremely seriously. I think he takes music seriously. That I would agree with, but from his I suppose from Pussifer specifically Pussifer seems to be taking a lot of the piss out of like extremely hardcore Tool fans that take the music extremely seriously. You know what I mean? Did I swap this? So I came up with a term, Zach. You'll probably get a kick out of it. I think I was listening to Undertow, I was like, I think I'm a second order Tool fan, or a second hand Tool fan, which means I'm more familiar with because Dan's such a big Tool fan. I've listened to a lot of Tool, but Dan listens to probably more. Like, randomly, Pussifer will come up more often than Tool if we're just listening to music. So I have more probably listening time to his other music than Tool. Yeah, so these are backwards. I don't know. I think Pussifer is a better band. Oh, that's also true. No, I'm super aware. I've listened. I probably have heard every Tool song. I just have not consciously chosen to. Just not consciously aware of it. Yeah, I figured this design you probably would like the most of all the designs I've ever done. I was just talking about it maybe 20 minutes ago. I'd be like, whenever Michael gets on, he's gonna really like this one. It's exactly what I said. Yep, and a tongue, and I thought about feet, but then I realized that you don't ever see him with feet as the Phoenix, so no feet. Oh, Derry's here too. Or maybe he finally fell asleep. Yeah. So it's interesting here. We've got three people are green today in their text. Ah. I was gonna say, yeah, for you, everything is gray. Zim Baladim. I meant the names of the usernames, like, because they're not always the same color until I think, I don't know why sometimes it changes and other times it doesn't, but because like if I also open up, so if I look in the chat in Streamlabs, you know, Zach and Michael, you're the same, your usernames are the same color, but Blue, yours is like this more like a orangey color, and Derry, you're red. Nice. I mean, even doing it in like 2 or 3 hours is a pretty good achievement. No, so I think the usernames are just different colors for everybody. Well, that's true. So this is going to be real interesting to do in Inkscape. Oh, where did you see a face there, computer? Up in the corner, what do you think is the face? Weird. I'm really sure how I want to... It's like that. Works. Oh, actually, we did know. I knew that. It's come up before. Or I remember it, anyway. The most colorblind you could be, right? Because I know people that are red-green colorblind. They can see some colors, just not very accurately. Notes for later. Alright. Exactly. I was gonna say. Otherwise, she's just playing a cruel trick on you. Omnichromatic girlfriend. Yeah, you should get her a like metallic silver paint or lipstick, so then it'll just like be shiny and glowing, and you'll definitely know. Yep. Hey, look at this, another Tool song that I have heard but didn't know what the name of. Where's the heart button? My mic is in the way. There we go. Mean. Seemed like a good place to go. Also, I wanted the part that makes the S to be much more visually distinct. So the S is actually much more made up of, you know, whatever's going to be in this panel. This one I'm not sure. Maybe just like, maybe red dots. Where did my other... Oh, yes, no, yes, no. Oh, there they are. Yeah, I don't know how to consummate a V. So like this guy just might be like just red dots or something. That's boring. I mean, I don't know if it's more or less boring than red dots, but... Yeah, I know. Exactly. Gray dots. Duck, duck, gray duck. Actually, you know what? That's a great question. Dairy, Blue. Do you know the game Duck, Duck as Duck, Duck, Goose or Duck, Duck, Gray Duck? Duck, Duck, Goose? Duck, Duck, Goose. It is a... Yeah, it's very specifically Minnesota. Duck, Duck, Gray Duck. It blew my sister's mind when she went there for school. She's like, what the hell is Duck, Duck, Gray Duck? It's Duck, Duck, Goose, you blackos. Duck, Duck, Hot Dish. Yeah. What's wrong with Hot Dish? You don't like a bunch of stuff mixed with baked tater tots? I mean, I like cream and mushroom soup, so. I mean, I use it in my chili. So wait, under that definition, if I brought in a casserole dish full of chili, would that be chili hot dish? So how do you make chili? So like when I make chili, there's a starting 2 cans of condensed tomato soup and a can of cream of mushroom. Yeah, no, I don't have that kind of time. Yeah, but I don't have all day to make chili. If I'm gonna make chili, it has to be able to take the, 20 minutes. Well, we just determined there's no good other than the gazpacho. We don't really have a good way to describe cold soups. Well, yeah, but the tomato soup, the concentrated tomato soup is this. That's where I'm getting the tomato flavor. I mean, I would say I use tomato soup and mushroom soup. You get that earthiness flavor to it from the mushrooms. Oh, make the tongue come around like this. Blurp. So we got a little tongue and hair action going on. Well, I mean, this is a sketch for Inkscape. I think let's have wings come out from here. No. Or, hang on. I suppose we don't need to have both wings visible, so it's... I don't think that's a very good wing placement. I mean, I would definitely, if someone's like, you want some chicken wings right now? I'd be like, I'd eat some chicken wings. I mean, I've only been up for like 2 hours today so far, so it is very hungry, mostly. I didn't say it's the best part of the chicken. I said, if someone asked me, do you want some chicken wings right now? I would say yes. It also doesn't help me on where I need to... Where should I put... Because if I don't put a wing on here, then it's just a snake with a bird's head. Which... I suppose... Like, it's not the worst idea. And I'll have 4 slices of toast. Or should I put my sunglasses on and drive 156 miles on a full tank of gas at night? Exactly. The cigarette parts don't matter too much. For me, anyway. Orange was for everybody, baby. You know what? I think I figured out why the wing is messing me up. I think I got a little too zealous with this spiral here. I think for the next design, they might. It's not like Blues Brothers is an unknown film. But I think on the next one, get up to this point, put the wing, I think, to like where it'd have the tip of the tail. Something like that, maybe. And then this would come under, so then have this. Put it in red so it sticks out. Well, as you may have remember from, it doesn't really have feet. It's sort of feet, but at least not as a bird. Though later, as in later series, he does have a anthropomorphized bird form, and then a regular human form. The wing or the feet? Because I don't know. I feel without the wings, it looks like a snake with a bird head. Which, I mean, like I said earlier, it's not like a bad look. Snake with a bird head. You know what else? We're gonna swap this. True. I mean, so from here I was, gonna do what I've been doing everywhere else, and then just have some stuff sort of explode out from this point. But I think next round we're gonna actually swap. So rather than not key, and then just filling in space, we'll switch it. So we'll have a give me space to have a more complicated key maze section. So then we go, whatever, random geometry, keys, knots, and then more random geometry. Alright. Well, I think that is going to do it for me for today. Again, the marathon stream was a great success. I would like to do it again. I would also like to get through all of The Longest Journey on stream at some point. So my next day off is Wednesday and Thursday. So maybe Wednesday night, do a like maybe do one more. No. I'll do more marathon streams, but not probably not soon. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Wednesday after the some Quippin, do another chapter. Exactly. I'm just more, every time I see you two on, I'm just like, damn, you have to start watching my stream at like midnight and then hang out for the whole time. But yeah, or maybe Thursday, not sure. I'll let you guys know. But I think doing it one chapter at a time until the end would be a nice way to get through it in a pretty reasonable way. Again, it means a lot, but you are also a madman. A man with the madness. Alright. But anyway, I need some food in me. Glad you all hung out. And I'll see if I can't figure out how to unscrew the audio on Streamlabs. That's true. You are not boring. I don't think anyone has... You've probably never been accused of that in your entire life. But I've also never been accused of being boring either, so... Alright. Until tomorrow for some Quiplash.